It's totally fine.
You're making me nervous in my computer now.
Well, at least it's not orange juice.
That's
Hey!
right. Really
Hey!
in fact,
High
you
five.
could probably...
High five!
That's got on camera.
Nerd moment!
Oh!
High five!
And I can watch it.
Fail.
If something happens
Fail.
now, if something nice happens to the table, you can see it again. Hello, everybody.
We're back.
Hello.
We're back. It's inevitable.
Some of us are.
That's right. Fantastic. So you make your way up to the room
With a flagon of
with a
mead.
a flagon of mead, like a whole jug, actually.
Yeah.
Barrel.
Like a little barrel
not a
thing.
yeah. Is that what a flagon is?
Maybe not.
No.
No,
yeah,
flagon's
a
a
barrel. That's
thing.
right. Yeah, I thought so,
Yeah.
yeah. A whole barrel of mead.
All right.
With Tiba, who's with you, who's sharing his room very kindly with you.
He's actually got bunks.
Yeah, that's right. He settles you in.
Tucks us in.
It's just a secure. It's just a secure room. It has bars on the windows and everything to keep it, safe. Obviously, it's
Right.
up a whole level. It's stone.
How do you feel
I
about
feel
this?
heaps better.
Yeah, not being in the... Okay.
Yeah.
Some respect has been shown, you reckon?
I didn't really care about respect. I just wanted what I wanted to get my way.
Just wanted to
Basically.
Excellent.
The healer comes?
The healer
The
comes.
frickin'
a potion,
expensive.
a potion is brought.
Oh, no, it's not a potion. The healer
A
is
healer,
coming.
you're right. Sorry, a guy who comes and
For 300.
For 300 gold, I'm not getting
that's
a
right,
potion.
that's right. That would be way more expensive. So yeah,
300 is actually the cost of a cure series.
yeah,
Yeah. Cure
Right.
moderate.
cure moderate. That's
Cure
right.
moderate,
That's what
yeah.
I was
Really?
thinking
Yeah.
I just spent 300 gold on you right then.
Of a cure moderate potion. It's
Yeah.
300 gold. Yeah.
So,
So he'll give...
of. Oh, the healer of the party.
could you imagine? like, I'll heal you for 300 gold.
There's that
Oh.
fantastic thing that goes around the internet of the form.
Give.
Yes.
Which the guy hands out at the
Guy
beginning of the game.
hands out.
Agreement to terms of service. Yeah, it's very funny.
That's clever.
Cool. So yes, there's a knock on the door, sort of partway through, while you're drinking and enjoying yourselves, and wondering whether maybe this sort of drinking was what got you in this trouble that you still can't remember. At
Do we
some
remember
point.
starting drinking?
Let's try and recreate it. And just
Let's see if we can do some more.
let's
vandalism.
retrace our footsteps.
And yes, a healer knocks on the door and casts cure moderate wounds.
Do they walk in or do they just cast it from the
No,
Number
doorway?
8.
No, they come in and sort of.
Hi.
It's a very small man in robes who's sort of slightly nervous and but happy to be of service.
I stand in the doorway.
13.
I welcome him in and stand in the doorway.
13 hit points healed.
That's good, but for 300 gold, what else is he going to...
What are you?
I
What
want
are you
heal.
what?
I go along and ask him, do you have a potion I can take with
Would
me?
you like a
in
happy
case
ending?
this does stay infected?
I have.
You
little,
what?
I have little more magic with me. I shall cast one more spell on you, and so he casts another spell on you, and cures another 8 hit points.
Causes moderate wounds.
That's right.
And then says that'll be 300 gold for another.
Cool, I'm back to normal now.
Yay! And you'd sleep anyway and regain hit points.
Yeah, but it's
Yes.
funnier if a little man who's like...
Is everyone else healed? Did you take
Pick
some
on little
damage?
people.
No, I've got 8.
Non-lethal.
I've got 8 points.
Yeah.
I have.
He also
some
had a
skills
knife
in-
go through here.
Yeah, I have some skill in heal. Can I heal myself with?
You have 8 hit points total. No, you have 8
No,
points
no.
damage.
8 hit
Okay,
points
yeah.
damage.
Yeah. Okay.
But non-lethal.
If you bind up your wounds and deal with your wounds, I'll give you like a +2 on the healing overnight. So you can, if you get some good sleep, you can heal your 3 from your 3 levels, and then plus another 2
Right.
for binding your wounds.
Okay.
So you bind your wounds, you drink, you tell some stories, you sort of
I'm gonna braid my hair,
braid your hair.
braid my hair and thing, and do my stuff again.
Excellent.
Yes.
Cool. So you that's right. You pray, do you? And you.
It's not so much prayer. It's just the god is a god of self improvement. So I
He's
spend
the
a
Tony Robbins of God.
yes, yes.
Oh wow!
So I whilst I'm braiding my hair, I'm supposed to contemplate the meaning of the existence.
So you go into the mirror and go, just do
Do
it.
he has a mirror.
It's not Tony Robbins. It's
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah.
Guy.
Yes. Anyway. Yeah. So that's me.
Fantastic. So you're kind of motivating yourself.
What a
connecting with
great God.
Fantastic. Excellent. So you still feel kind of when you wake in the morning, you still feel kind of a bit heavy in the chest.
Like we've been poisoned? Or that there's something untoward happened to us?
Just a bit sick, like you got the flu or something, or sort of feel
Like we
sort
got
of
the black lung?
tied in the chest kind of thing.
Can you cure disease?
I was just thinking I could prepare a spell that can do that.
Yeah.
But I have to have done it the night before, so I don't think so, not today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you just do feel a bit kind of tight-chested and a bit weird, and you sort of each comment on that kind of thing. You can hear some activity downstairs in the common room.
Breakfast time.
Breakfast time.
Uh-huh.
Head on down.
Yes.
Boom, boom.
It's like crunch, crunch. The actual sort of treads of the steps sort of creak down as you come down. Excellent. You come down sort of ready for the day's action.
Yeah. So our equipment has been returned.
Your equipment is returned. Sort of, you find it actually. Let's say you find it leaning up against the door outside.
Oh, okay.
I put on my armor, which is kind of like stone armor. So kind of like it looks like I'm wearing like stone plate kind of thing.
Is it literally stone?
Like it literally is stone, like along the edges, and it's just this kind of like, especially with the feet. So it's got like it looks like I'm actually planted into the ground at all
You're like a
times.
statue.
Yeah,
It's me.
That's sick.
Poor Teban needs like his back re-established sort of after lifting it up the stairs. He's like,
Cool. Yes. My scale mail is green leaves
Ooh.
of to sort of help me blend in and give me protection.
So you look like a walking bush.
It's don't sound like one. No. Yep.
Oh.
My Hessian sack is
what do you wear?
What do you eat? Do you eat the flesh of other animals?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're down with that?
I'm down with it. I actually got killer as my my background thing, so I've actually killed somebody. I feel like I've got a bit of a
Did you eat them?
bloodthirsty. Yeah, maybe. No, that's my other character.
He killed
That's
the
my other
bird.
personality, Derek.
Yeah, the one in your stomach.
The one that talks to me.
So you make it down the stairs, and there's the
All that. What did you get?
I don't think
Does
it
it beat
works
my
that way.
natural one?
Does it beat my natural one?
he seems relaxed and in charge and with a natural sense of authority.
Can I ask him where is Dremel? What's his name?
Drinnel.
Drenel.
Drinnel is will be taking care of the business of the town. He leaves these things to us
Where does he live?
in his manor house, in a nicer part of town, not near here.
That's
suggest
directions.
I suggest you don't tangle with him. He is a man of some ability and some vicious intent.
Everybody has to sleep. What were we doing today?
Well, we have a straightforward task. There is a group of brigands accompanying a stolen wagon with a creature inside, travelling past our town from where they stole it. They will be passing by in 2 days. We have an opportunity to apprehend them and return the stolen property to here.
They stole it, drove 2 days away, and are going to be driving back.
They stole it from a location further to the south and are heading north to their safety.
So they are coming through this town.
Well, they're coming by the town, by a series of roads, not too close. We have the opportunity to set out and set up an ambush of sorts.
You know the local area. Where would be an opportune spot?
There are several options. There's a river crossing, a ford, which will slow them down as they're forced to negotiate the stones of the river. There's also a canyon, which we could mount a surprise attack from within the stones from an elevated position. Do any of you have ranged abilities?
Yes, I have this bow.
Yes,
So it's
obviously, I see that.
And
Long
my
a long bow.
axe.
Yes.
Sorry.
Are you a good shot with your bow?
Fair.
Mm-hmm. Better at that than grabbing weapons out of a skilled man's hands, I hope.
Well,
Though being humiliated by Adrenal is something that's better than being murdered by him.
yeah, we did see him deal some fairly rough justice to one of your
Yes.
people.
Well, he doesn't tolerate disobedience.
No.
This town is under a strict control.
For now.
We're run through the three locations again: a ford, a canyon.
And there's a forest path where you could attack from a concealment within the trees.
Now, my favoured terrain is jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to give me any advantage in the forest path?
Oh, yes, certainly. If that is your area of skill, it would be of assistance to you. My men here are competent, but not specialized in their skills. They will be able to control the movements of the cart, perhaps, and create a distraction. But we're relying on your unique skills to help us execute this. I myself am very strong with my weapons.
Look, we can just drop a few trees down. They can't pull the cart through the trees. They
Yes.
run or die.
One tree will be sufficient.
And one on either side, they can't move the cart anyway.
Interesting idea. Yes. That sounds like a good plan.
Well, after breakfast, take us to this place.
We'll have a day to be able to set ourselves up for the ambush. We can have one of the men ride ahead and to check their progress and return with reports of when they shall be arriving, or to ensure that they have not taken another route.
Excellent.
Let's
Good.
go. Is there a dartboard in the room?
Oh, of course there is.
I'm going to throw my knife at the dartboard.
Excellent. You stand up
Yeah.
and walk over to here. With a sort of
Oh no,
no.
I'm over here. Just gonna, even if it's over
Ah!
there. Yeah.
Okay. It clatters onto the floor.
Hang on here, we haven't worked it out yet, man. What's with this? So that's 10.
10. Yeah, you throw your dartboard, your dagger sort of randomly off in the distance, and gather a few sort of peculiar looks from the rest of the men, and he says, so you won't be the one offering your range skills, I hope. Zengar, is that your name? Zen. Excellent. Well, good to meet you. I'm glad you're looking more healthy. Fantastic. You want to?
No, but just a huge
Oh, just
hand.
speak.
It doesn't
Okay, so his
fit,
hand
like,
disappears
it
inside.
just
Yeah.
doesn't. And just you see these kind of like
That's cool.
worn knuckles, just the thicker than hide. You know
I
what
look
mean?
forward to seeing you fighting on more even terms.
Well, the man doesn't hold me back while I get stabbed.
And Hasim, is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you.
I'm
too.
sorry you have fallen foul of this town's laws, but I'm glad to have your service in this exploit, as we
I
shall
am
need all the assistance we can get.
Well, I am still curious as to what crime we have committed. We seem to have no memory of it.
That is unfortunate.
Can we sense motives on that?
Yeah.
The fact that that's unfortunate and we haven't been told our crime.
Yeah, okay.
24.
Wow.
5.
6.
Damn you, John!
So as he says,
25.
as he says, that's unfortunate. You kind of you see a glint in his eye,
Right.
not of like sort of as in he's an evil kind of person who's done something bad, but like
Manipulated the situation a little bit.
yeah,
Emphasized
or
that
there's
maybe.
something.
He's not as lawful good as we think a guard should be.
It was kind of like sort of like
Sort of like what?
Like what, sorry?
Like,
Hang on, wait.
well,
Do it again.
that's unfortunate. kind of like that, you know.
Okay, so like he's stalling for time, or just
No, like
covering?
he knows a bit more about the situation than
Right.
he's letting on. Yes.
Right. Okay.
I presume alcohol was involved. He says, trying to sort of create a diversion from his discomfort. Not that you picked that up at all. And he quickly moves on to Kado, is it?
Kobo.
Kobo. What is the traditional way I should address you? A handshake seems strangely out of place with a man of your intensity.
I like how you had to read your character sheet to remember what your name
Like
was.
Kobo. He waves. And goes back to drinking his drink.
That's right. I assume Kobo has more interesting and useful magical abilities we might be able to utilize.
Yes, he is very helpful in a tight situation.
Excellent. You three have worked together
In
before?
a hairy situation.
We have.
Well, I suggest we all eat up.
Make sure
Shall
the
head
men,
off soon.
make sure your memory axes.
I'm gonna say to these guys,
The rooster crows.
do we still kill those who sleep?
No.
Let them do the heavy lifting. See what value of this cart carries. This is all on our heads.
So
I will
so
fly
there's a-
and scout ahead
Nice.
and see where this cart is. Yes?
Yes.
Done.
There is a creature, you say, stuck, trapped,
Yes.
held captive.
A beautiful creature of some value.
I do not like things that are imprisoned against their will. I have
Like last night, he says, obviously.
We kill those who imprison things
He
against
means
their will.
like us.
yes. And
Right.
myself, I have a history of being told where to go and where I cannot go. So I would like to see this creature freed.
It is a dangerous creature that would not be recommended to free it.
What?
Can you give me sense motive?
Oh, natural 20!
He knows everything. Don't even bother rolling.
We must apprehend the cart and return it safely to the town, so it may be kept where it cannot harm anyone.
Absolutely, I agree. If this is the case.
Definitely. Well, eat up, boys. I have some paperwork to do.
do.
This is the joy of my situation. I shall see you at the front in one turn of the cart's wheel. He said, desperately seeking for some non...
What does that mean? Too far away.
He's in the cupboard like,
He comes out
I
again.
can't believe I walked in here.
I'm going to fly off in the direction that
Oh, okay, yeah.
that the cart is, that the thing is heading.
Do you have no idea where that is yet? But...
I thought they told us the path that it was taking.
No, I don't know if we want to do that. I think you want to fly around the forest area and
Yeah.
see
So
what the
once-
lay of that
once
lays
So
out.
I'll send my raven in one direction, and I'll go the other way, and we'll both
But
go.
later, once you get out there, maybe you've got the cart's not coming for till tomorrow. Remember?
Oh right.
Oh,
You said-
right.
Sorry, that was
So we have a day to
information.
get there, and we'll be able to set up an ambush and.
Oh no,
plan.
the cart that we need to.
That's right.
Yes, apprehend. Yes.
Yeah.
No, but we need to go and check out the place to go.
Yeah, I have silence as a spell, so if we want to create an ambush situation, that could
Would
be
certainly
quite
help.
interesting.
Yeah.
Very
To do.
helpful.
Like I'm thinking, like at night time, we could just mask the entire area in silence and then do our bidding, and no one would be able to stop us. Really,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Well, nothing says we can slaughter all the soldiers. Then they can't hear the other one. You know.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly.
scream.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
God!
what happens? You know, if a soldier dies but nobody hears it, did the soldier actually die?
It's like what's it called? Schrodinger's cat mixed with like an old tree. So, is it alive and dead at the same time?
Schrodinger's
He's not.
Schrodinger's guard.
He's not dead until you can hear someone go, "Oh my God!"
It's a combination of that and also Alien that said, you know, you
In
can't
space.
space, no one can hear you scream. It kind of combined a lot of few little elements.
Yeah. Wow.
Give me a fortitude save.
1, not 10. There was a 1 in it. Fortitude,
Are we all doing it?
No,
15.
just him. 15.
Yeah, how's that sound?
So you one of the sips you take of your drink, sort of a little bit of it goes down the wrong way, and you sort of cough a little bit, and then suddenly you feel this incredible sort of surge coming up in your lungs of that same coughing fit you had yesterday, and you just sort of you manage to spit out the drink that's in your mouth, but then sort of hold on, you kind of go red as you're trying not to cough and burp and all at the same sort of time.
Hang on, so I know
Managed
it's
to
the drink?
resist.
I know it's the drink?
You think you just choked on the drink or something, but it's like that feeling that was in your lungs kind of it caused that to sort of re-rise up. But you managed to resist the coughing fit this time.
I throw my drink on the ground.
Oh, what's wrong? Says T-Bar.
What is this?
It seems fine to us. It's all the same. We're drinking. Can't hold your drink. That's what in the first. Just drop in the first place, eh?
Is
I
that
say,
true?
Get him to drink it.
I got this. I get the drink that's left, and I said, "Take a sip."
But you threw it on the ground.
I threw it on the ground. There's still some in it.
I said, oh, certainly. You don't have any sort of disease or anything, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, thanks. Clanks it down.
Is that true? Have they been drinking from the same
Totally,
source as us?
Yeah.
Can I detect magic?
Mm-hmm.
Don't notice anything unusual.
So apart from the magical items that are in possession, what magical items do you have in your possession? You've got a magical shield,
Magical
you
shield,
have a
magical shirt.
sword,
I have a magic short sword, yeah.
and you have sort of all sorts of trinkets. And most of yours
I
are
haven't-
just it's in view, self-contained. Yeah. There's some. You see, you sort of look around. It's obvious that
What about the splash where all my drink was on the ground?
it's fine. It's not magical. It's just drink. Cool. The rest of breakfast passes uneventfully, and the men sort of go off to their rooms, start sort of strapping on their weapons and everything, tightening their armor. Everyone gets to the point where they're accumulating outside. Aaron walks out and says, "All right, everyone. Everyone ready to head off?"
I grab a bar stool.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Just grab
Sling
the
it over
bar
his shoulder.
stool.
Fantastic.
Kind of just like lock it onto my on my shoulder. Just keep it on
That's
there.
really cool. Aaron says, chosen weapon, I presume?
Nothing beats a stool.
There's a t-shirt with that on it somewhere.
T-shirt? What's this T-shirt you speak of?
Make sure you're membering axes.
So everyone accumulates out the front, and it's clear that you're going to be walking.
Oh,
It's hot.
Cool.
Cool. Oh, you don't need to point towards that because I'm about to change the map.
But how do you change it?
I can,
it's like magic.
like a kind of magic.
It's like sort of a kind of magic.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. John's trying to stop me from saying kind of and sort of, which is
But
very
no, because I was
kind.
trying to do it subtly, and now everyone's going to notice
No, I
it.
know. Now
So
from now on,
sorry.
everyone will be listening.
Oh.
Put a count in the comments of the number of times I then say those words again.
Hang on. Did you, when you picked out the locations, were you just looking at maps on your screen that you had available to you?
I looked previously before this evening's game at the locations that I could offer.
Planning.
Yes.
That's not the way we roll, Ben.
I'm prepared. So,
Ooh.
Is that
walking
a tree
along.
that's already fallen?
Yeah, I know. That was.
Wow, I feel like we're being led into
Previously,
That was where the last
this. Wait a minute, we
ambush
should
happened.
change this. We should change his plan.
here's a tree we prepared earlier.
I presume
That's
the
good.
intention is to drop one tree across the
Yeah,
pathway
probably
and then
about
permanently, and then to drop the other one
Rotates them.
after they pass by.
Yeah,
Is
so
that-
when they come up to move it, we drop one.
So it's a jungle kind of.
Yeah, quite heavy actually.
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we're a whole nother universe away from Under the Gods and its deserted environment. So yeah, you all arrive. Sort of, there's a fair amount of grumbling and everything of walking. Why do we have to walk so far? It takes several hours to walk out
It's
here.
mostly Nathan's character, isn't it?
Yeah, mostly Nathan's character. That's right. You find this location. Yeah, I mean, do you want to discuss tactics with Aaron or?
Well, just first of all, what's this? Is it
Yeah, so you come to this place. There's a large, more open sort of plainy sort of environment. This is the road Aaron pointed out that they'll be coming along. there is an old abandoned house there without sort of much roof. You can see the floorboards there are broken through and rotted. There's sort of, you know, a bit of roof, a bit of rafter and things like that still remaining. There's a large, very large tree there with, you know, no lower branches, so it'll be like a 15-foot climb up to the first lowest branches and a good clear shot from there.
Tell us of this silence spell. Can you drop it in a spot,
Is this
or
what
can it move with us?
I'm glad you asked.
You can attach silence to a pebble or anything. You can attach silence to an object that someone's wearing, or
I'm asking the spellcaster.
that's good.
Sorry, God.
As you round this corner, you do in fact discover that there is a large log that's already collapsed across the pathway.
Is it a really big log, like, or a small?
Yeah, it's quite big. Yeah.
And
So-
how long would it take a person or team of people to move the log?
Oh gosh. Yeah, you'd have to kind of drag bits out of it. There's one, and you could saw through it, but it would be an hour or two to get it out of the way. It's pulled up a big mound of roots from where it's fallen.
Right. Okay.
So
And there's another tree here you can see, which you could drop down behind
And
the
then
cart
this
that
one.
came along, or that one there.
Well, both of them.
Yeah.
this spell creates silence around someone. It is better done when they're not expecting.
And it has to be cast on a person.
So you're suggesting we silence the area so that we may be better concealed as the
It says one
pathway
creature,
approaches?
but it says range medium 100 plus 10 feet per
Okay.
level, so is that 130
So it's
feet?
a ranged, yeah. So you
Yes.
can cast it on a creature who's a certain distance away,
130 feet away.
But it works in an area.
and then it must be an area effect.
Yeah.
Which is
So we're just going to say it's just a basic average area.
it should say 20-foot radius or something, or what does it say in the description of what effect it has?
I go along and I start going up to here.
It
Walk
just
up to
says
this-
you muffle the sound around the target,
Oh, really?
so I don't know what that means.
We can assume that that's 100 meters.
Sounds interesting.
I'm going to go up to this tree
You
here.
could just assume that the target is just one target.
I thought it was an area.
So did I.
So it's actually affects like area, 20-foot radius, emanation centered on a creature, object, or point in space.
Oh, cool. Mine doesn't say that. So
Okay.
yours has
20-foot
more info
radius.
than mine
Yeah.
does.
Good.
There you go. So that's a fair whack of distance.
20 feet around the person?
Kind of like very similar to a fireball,
Yeah.
just quite a lot cooler.
I throw my shield into this tree and go, we should knock this one down.
So what I'd probably do is I would cast the silence on one of the animals, the horse or something, which has a low will, and then I would then do it around that.
Sounds really good.
And yeah, if there's anything I can drop from the sky, I can do something like that too.
I
Like
don't-
hot pitch.
I don't think we need to trap them. I don't think we need the second tree down.
Yes.
It's always worth it as a backup, but if that's the way you want to go, I'm happy to move that way.
We
If
only
you
we
know
only
what I
need to
mean.
rescue the creature. All the perpetrators are
The creature
of
will
no
be
consequence.
the creature will be in a cart container, and the creature must be contained within the cart for the continued safety of everyone. It's a
Understood.
very dangerous creature. Yes.
Yes, understood. But that is our only goal. We're not here to apprehend the
No. Perpetrators are criminals, have been involved in violence, and thus by the laws of Braden Shallow, their lives are forfeit.
The boy.
Hmm?
Is that the boy's name?
Braden Shallow.
Mm.
Braden Shallow is the name of the town.
No.
You remember that, don't you? Or has the drink addled your brain?
Drink? You know, the drink that you've been drinking. I mean, sorry.
I just get my shield and like slam it into the tree, just rip off some of the bark and just go.
He's a bit grumpy sometimes, isn't he?
Always.
Well, I'm
I
in your hands. Your recommendations are as good as mine. I'm a man of experience, but you are a man of unique abilities of which I'm not familiar. So let us
okay.
lay out our ambush.
I've got caltrops, So
So
I
do
can
I,
also
actually.
put those down. So we can actually create quite a nice little trap area if we wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in terms of the silent spell, wouldn't it be cool if it was cast on us?
Yeah.
So we could.
Run it no matter where we run, right?
Because it's a will
Or-
negate, so if it's... Yeah,
You can
On
have
your
it
bird as well.
voluntarily, yeah.
On your
yeah I can
familiar.
do it on my familiar.
And
Right.
then have the familiar sit on the end of the cart or move around to where it's needed.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. Yeah,
So 20-foot radius, it would cover all of us.
Yeah.
If
yeah, I like that. We can also speak telepathically.
So we don't
can
need to worry about
Nice.
how do we do that?
As I have
Message.
Message. All right.
I'm not saying that we could out to do ambushes, but we could out to do it.
That's right.
We're pretty.
Well, you
pretty
guys
legendary.
are disturbingly prepared for this. That's right.
It's like you kidnapped. It's like you imprisoned us with these skills in mind.
All right.
Tiva is kind of, you notice every now and then, is just sort of sitting, sort of admiringly sort of by you. Yeah. The rest of them have names as well, but they probably don't matter as much.
Andrew.
That's right.
Yeah. Cool. This sounds like it's gonna work.
Well, can we position half the?
We should prepare for that. Why don't we cut down this tree to stop it, and this tree to squish the beast if necessary?
We cannot kill the beast.
I have no value in this beast.
It is not. It has done nothing wrong.
It is also the terms of our agreement.
I do not care for this agreement.
Well, then we will be killed.
By these 5 people? Look, I'll go along for the bit, but
I do not wish to.
If this is the case, then why don't we just leave now?
I wish to free this creature.
does not
Look.
worry me.
Not free it. Sorry.
And he's not listening. Yeah, you wouldn't be having this conversation.
You're like, I wish to free it. I mean,
I mean, totally retrieve it from the naughty people.
We'll set in our heads. We'll be having this
Yeah,
conversation.
You're having a look. Yeah,
We're chopping down a tree
Yeah.
as we're talking.
Yeah.
You're using your stool.
no, I'm using my shield and go like this.
Oh, that's
just
pretty
go,
cool.
chink, and then just underneath, just shink, and just taking wedges out of
That's
it
what it's
till it's
using.
kind of
And
like
one of us, one hand is holding your.
till it's
your-
kind of like half
your
cut
hand.
through.
Yeah.
So it's not
They're
fell,
holding it
but-
up to their ear.
and then I go like this, and then I put up the bark against it,
What?
so it's hanging, so you can't see that there's. And then I go along and I say, I'll hide up over here in the forest.
Cool.
Okay, so you're going in there.
So there's a day's activity while you prepare whatever you want to prepare, which is this tree is just about ready to fall.
Right.
And I
Right.
think that one there
So
should be as well.
that tree
No,
is
no, just this one. Just one.
that tree is unable for a cart to move over it. Is that right?
That's right.
But
Sure.
if a horse was able to jump over it,
Individual horse might be able to jump over it. Yeah. It's kind of like lying about that high. So it'd be a brave rider with a competent rider would be able to clear it probably.
okay, cool. Do we want to lay caltrops on other paths to sort of hem it in? Because caltrops aren't going to help us with the cart because we're just going to injure the horse, which isn't going to help us at all because the cart's already unwieldy. So what we want to do is restrict movement of other things, don't we?
Yeah, we put caltrops here.
Yeah,
Caltrops there, caltrops over here, and over
caltrops
here.
everywhere except where we.
Well, hang on. Where are we going to attack from?
think
I say
so.
we hide in here
And then run across.
and then burst through the walls here.
I think.
Fun fact: I saw
Hang on. Fun fact.
in one of my previous jobs, I saw a cut of Batman and Robin pre-released that had no sound effects or music in it, just had dialogue.
Wow. With the timer code on it and stuff.
Yeah. This was
What you record movies to, yeah.
in order to classify it.
Yeah.
We were given a cut early and you. So there was no sound
Very
effects.
weird.
It was very weird.
Yeah.
So Batman comes bursting through the ceiling. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't-
absolutely
Did
no
you ever
sound.
want to refuse classification just on the grounds of how
How
bad the movie
crappy it
might be?
Sound can be very sort of affecting.
Yeah.
And it can help immerse the audience
How-
in the experience.
Oh,
How would you-
I would just wish
What
Terrence
tools
Gage
would you
appeared on
use?
the screen just at that moment. That was
Hence,
hilarious. But not yet. Wait for it now. Go,
Yes,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah,
go.
yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? And you see those movies of like the same footage played, but with different sort of music.
Yeah, good to completely change the.
Yeah, it's quite amazing.
The
All right,
Benny,
cool.
Benny Hill theme.
Yeah, right. Awesome. So,
So I'll scout ahead, or at least send the Raven to scout ahead.
do you want
Just,
Aaron to wait here with the rest of the men to finish felling the tree when it's time?
No, I'm just going to run into it.
You're going to be over here. Where do you want all these guards?
Well,
to
I think all the guards can stay in here
Oh, okay, yeah.
with us.
And shall we go on the other side of the woods and then just walk
Run
on?
away!
I think those two might stay there to fell the tree. Are they
Okay.
sufficiently hidden?
Yes. It's
Can
pretty thick
we-
jungle.
Can we chop down a few things to create a bit of more of a thicket for
That's a
them
good
to hide
idea.
in?
Yep. Okay. Across here.
Yep.
So okay, that's fantastic. That makes a big difference. Awesome.
Right.
So obviously, there's an evening to spend first.
Do they have any shovels, just in case, like, you know, we wanted to dig a hole?
They've got some axes.
Okay.
Nothing really for digging holes so much.
That's cool.
I'm just gonna prepare a different spell. Am I right to just do that?
You are.
myself?
Yeah.
Are we going to
You don't
sleep?
need me to.
Yeah.
If
you
we're-
can set up a watch and sleep.
If we're sleeping, I go on him and say, "Can you get this thing for my cold? I'm not feeling the best."
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do.
Yeah, that's kind of a good idea.
I just wanted to change my.
All right.
Hmm.
So my two short swords that I fight with
Yep.
are crossed at my back with the hilts down.
Cool.
So I'm going to start practicing my drawing technique, and I've got two ways to draw: pulling them out like that, or reversing the grip
Oh, and
so that it comes out like that.
That's
So I'm going to start
So you actually
practicing
spend some time in the evening practicing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then braiding my hair,
Mm.
contemplating life.
contemplating life.
Will you give me
I'm an orc.
Oh, I don't need to prepare it.
fortitude?
Sorry.
Will you give me a fortitude save for halfway through the evening?
Oh gosh,
DC 15.
19.
I'd
Yes.
I'd like to.
You
Just
save. You have one of these coughing fits, but you managed to keep it under control.
All right. So
So
there's
you
no
hear
blood.
him. You've been watching, admiring him practicing his fluid movements,
Okay,
but you see him sort of double over and sort of cough and a little bit of.
I'll
sort
go
of
over to him and
blood.
go, spit in my hand. Oh, I didn't think you were going to be serious. And I'm going to take it over to the shadows away from the fire and sort of coax the shadows onto it.
Nice.
And I'm going to use that to detect poison.
Ah.
And I
Nice.
just want to see
Okay.
if I detect anything.
I should roll just to make so you don't know whether you're missing out or not.
No, it's okay. It's an automatically successful thing.
Is it? Okay. It's definitely not poisonous.
No, let me check. Wait. Let me check.
But can you give me a heal check?
Hang on.
So he's really having a retching cough, and
Me?
you sort of, you sort of strain your ribs.
You
but not.
you want who's doing the heal check? Yeah.
Well, will you do you go and look at the spit as it lands in his hand
19.
on the heal check?
Yeah.
So you also approach as he's having this cough. You're like, oh, you all right? And as he spits it in, you just notice it's kind of has sort of it has saliva and a bit of orange mucus, little kind of streak of blood, and then sort of this slight blue tinge to it, which is a bit sort of peculiar.
Weird.
Not for me.
So do I detect poison in it?
There's no poison in it.
Oh, yeah, so there's no magic and no poison.
Mm.
Okay.
Are we infected with something?
So it's probably a disease.
Or an animal.
Yeah.
How cool would it be if it's an animal? I hope it's an animal.
Because
I
the adventure.
I have a,
Where it's like Stargate, how they have the
Right,
the
so-
golds where they go in your neck and sit there and control you.
I'd like to commune with any animals. But I'm just joking. I can actually do that, but not right now.
That's cool.
You can talk to the
I can
parasitic.
talk to the parasitic. Talk to the animals.
Walk with the animals, cough and spill and
grunt and snort.
So
with
the
the
same,
animals.
the same coughing fit comes upon you, Kobo, in the middle of the night, in the depths of the evening, while everyone's
Okay.
quiet.
Are we feeling any better?
Considering I had healing all
I'll
over
tell you in
me.
the morning. You have your fortitude save first as well.
What's my fort? Plus 1, I
There.
think.
No, plus 0.
Plus 0, so 11.
11. Okay, yeah. So you have a terrible coughing fit in the depths of the evening. Maybe it's the cold air or something that makes it that much worse.
I don't think it is.
I'll roll this blue die. You actually take 4 non-lethal damage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so he sort of keeps everyone awake and creates quite a disturbance as he's sort of coughing up his guts.
Can I perform a heal check on him to see if I can make it in?
It's pretty dark. You want to actually light a flame and everything? Can I
Let's
look at
do spark.
Spark. Yeah, it's the same sort of. Definitely the blueness is thicker in his bile and to the saliva, and
Right.
he looks. Yeah, well, he sounds thicker than you two,
Okay.
and you feel pretty terrible actually.
Sorry. How many hit points did I heal from last night? That was 3.
You can heal another 3 tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you sleep, especially if you get a decent night's sleep and not kept awake by this guy coughing the entire
Right.
evening.
Do the hit points change? Are they different for...
So non-lethal. If your non-lethal at any point exceeds, if the non-lethal damage you've taken exceeds your remaining normal hit points, you pass out.
And does it heal?
It'll heal.
Faster?
Well, yeah.
Is it like 1 plus your con
That's
or
why I
something?
actually gave you a +2 kind of thing. Yeah.
So is it 1...
I'd be happy to heal a little bit faster. Yeah.
But is it like 1 hit point per day?
You
or is it 1 plus
you heal
constitution?
when you sleep.
Oh.
You heal a hit point per hit dice.
Okay.
So that's why you're getting 3 back. But like for this non-lethal damage, I give you a +2 on that kind of thing.
So
yeah.
by the morning I'm healed.
Yeah. Well, not this tonight because it's happened tonight. So
Yeah. Cool. That's fine.
And he eventually when morning comes round, at some point during the evening it starts to rain. Yeah.
The guy who kind of knows a little bit about what's going on with us,
Yeah.
is he close by?
He's with me at the moment, but yeah, he would be in.
Oh, you guys are all huddled up in the
Okay.
thing. And
Aaron.
You're not arrayed out for the ambush yet.
I was just thinking before the night ends, before I go to sleep, I might commune with these guys. I have this potion that helps with interrogating.
You
Perhaps
have
to find answers from people.
and you by the way you have no reason to suspect that he knows anything extra.
Oh, you haven't told me?
unless you communicate the fact.
Oh.
Didn't I see blue stuff in my thing?
Yeah, you know that something's wrong with you. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But,
We need to find out these answers from someone.
A looser tongue on Aaron would be helpful, I
So
think.
there's the info you need.
Why this?
This man? He's hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Mm.
I rolled a natural 20.
Ah!
The gods have been kind to me.
The god of motivation has been kind to you.
I have a strong feeling that he knows more than he's letting on. It's
Exactly.
probably a better way of saying it.
What the DM said.
Who is this DM you speak of?
If we were to get him alone, perhaps we could get some answers from him.
Surely he will come with us and check the trap.
The trap!
When you and I spread the caltrops, let's take him with us tomorrow.
Yes.
But I want revenge now. Awesome.
Okay.
So morning comes. It's raining
Really?
heavily.
What has the night been like? Has it been a good night's sleep?
Well, apart from being kept awake pretty much a lot of the evening by him coughing, which has made everyone a bit grumpy.
Right.
You've managed to pass the night in the intended fashion, though of course the roof, which is completely open.
Oh, it's open, is it?
Well, not completely open. There's a few rafters and the little bits which the men sort of are trying to sort of huddle into.
Yeah.
So you're actually a bit wet.
I'll just make a makeshift thing, because we're savages, so are primitives, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually
Do
get
like a-
fed up halfway through the night and set up yourself
I think
in a
we'd
shelter.
probably have done it beforehand.
We would
Well,
have
it didn't
thought
look
about
like
it.
coming.
it didn't look like. Oh yeah. Okay.
Depends on how good our witness survival is, I guess. But it doesn't matter anyway. It's
The rain,
whatever
the
you want
clouds
it to
came over kind of at midnight silently.
be.
Like
We wouldn't know then.
Yeah. But yeah, so maybe you, halfway through the night you spend some time exhausting yourself even further
No, that's okay.
and setting up a bit of
I
shelter.
didn't know the rain had come at midnight.
Mm.
It's like it had its own silent spell.
Yeah. Nice.
Those clouds with their silent
Sneaky.
spells in the middle of the night.
All right.
Oh, this is miserable weather, says Aaron.
Good for a trap.
Yes, reduce visibility and presumably the maneuverability of the cart will be hampered.
Mud. Mud will help us.
Yes, definitely. Yes, it looks muddy out there, that's for sure.
Make sure your men do not leave prints.
That's a challenge.
Good luck with that.
Yes.
Okay, so it's still cloudy and rainy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
When I walk over to the other side, I'm going to walk down
Excellent.
all the way down here and go around.
Excellent. Fantastic idea. So one of the men agrees to was going to go off and look for
You go down here.
was going to look for if the cart's coming. But you had some plan about scouting with your
bird.
bird.
Oh, I can't. I can. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'll send my bird out to look around. Yeah.
So how does the bird communicate with you? Can it talk to you or?
It's a familiar link.
So you can see-
Empathic familiar link.
You can see through the eyes.
So you can look up to a distance of 1 mile. The master cannot see through the familiar's eyes, but they can communicate empathically. Because of the limited nature of the link, only general emotional content can be communicated.
Yeah, cool.
So if you say find the cart, it will be happy when it finds
That's
the
right.
cart.
Yeah. So it does. It flies off. It's sort of bored and annoyed at the, you feel a sense of frustration with the air currents being unpredictable and the rain making it difficult to fly. And then, you feel a rush of recognition and pleasure.
Yeah.
All right.
Sort of,
I also have silent image, which allows me to create a still image of an illusion.
Whoa, that's kind of freaky.
So we can do anything we want, really. We can make it silent and make the trees look like they're there, and then just run straight through and grab them. Like, yeah, this is our jam. If we fail, we're screwed. We're useless. We should just call
You
it
fail
quits.
at life.
Yeah.
So, hidden, secreted in the old broken down farmhouse is everybody except for Aaron and T-Bar and Zengar, who are going to complete the felling of the tree and drop it down. It's sort of designed to fall out over this way, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sort of out over this way.
No.
This is a tiny cart.
That's not a god.
This is a cart. The rain doesn't abate, but eventually, rattling along. Oh look! The pathway. It's cool, isn't it? Oh, that's a bit big, isn't it? Oh well.
No, that's fine.
For me, I don't know.
You move it forward.
It'll come in a
Forward a
minute. It'll come in a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a large beast of burden. Some sort of. Wagon is, yes, black. It looks like... Yeah, it looks like a sort of a purpose-built sort of creature carrier. It's not like a normal wagon or anything like that. It looks like
It's kind of like a cage.
like a cage sort of situation.
A cage on wheels.
It looks sort of rather expensive and well made. Like the woodwork on the outside is beautifully crafted, and
It's kind of like those classic things that they would cart lions in for the circus.
almost like a circus cart. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Is it well worn? Like it's been on a long trip?
It looks old. It doesn't look like it's normally used to this sort of treatment, but the paintwork is still glistening, and it's got glossy black paint with sort of patterns in it in matte.
Can I recognise the patterns if I roll a history?
Are you detect magic sort of automatically all the time?
No, I think you have to actually state.
I
I can detect magic now, but I didn't.
I don't know,
just
because the DM asked, I figured
do
that...
you actually make a wits roll and just see? Or...
Do you have a view of it yet? I guess you look out through the cracks in the building here as it comes past.
Sure.
You notice what it looks like as it comes past, and you drop detect magic, and yeah, it's a strongly magical. No one else really, just this cart thing. There's a strong magical aura coming from within it.
As in, it's a cart that shouldn't be able to contain this creature, but magic has contained it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
We just wait.
Yeah.
Is this tree going to be adequate to stop a beast of that size?
I think it would be really difficult to get the cart over it.
Get the cart bit. Yeah. Okay.
If it's up to here, there's no way
Is
you
it?
can get a
Okay,
wheel.
cool.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't-
they sort of come struggling, sort of. Sort of random bits. These miniatures are just really more to represent what they're like. But they're carrying, clubs and various sort of simple,
And human,
crude weapons. Yeah, they're humans.
but big beasts.
Big guys, yeah.
See, that's what
Right.
they look like.
That's not.
Maybe there's some, half blood in them of, various different, more primitive races.
Like orcs.
No offense, obviously.
No, hang on.
That's
Is there
true.
any orc in there? Since it's his favourite enemy. An enemy.
An enemy. Yeah, let's say there's some orc in
Yeah.
there. They are large and hulking. So let's say they are actually quite large, as those minis are.
Now,
Relative to your
what do I
size.
get? What do I get for?
Favorite enemy. There's grumbling. Eventually, one of these, one of them shouts.
+2.
No, I remember.
Shouts
Attack
back, "Come on, come and help!" And what about our burden? Well, bring it up, keep control of it. So they drive this thing forward.
Would they pull off the beast of burdens and maybe pull the lot?
That's what I was just thinking.
Ooh.
Come on, get this stupid animal, get it to do something useful.
Now,
They feed. You see one of them pull something out of its satchel and feeds this like a pellet thing to the beast, and it's lethargically eats it, and then lethargically sort of you see its eyes roll and sort of drooling,
really?
and they take and they unharness it, and then start to drive it out over this direction to try and get it through the bush around the edge of it or something.
All right. Should we
At
do
this
this?
Yeah.
moment,
Da 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 da.
can we... I'm going to try and push the tree this way.
No, stick to the plan.
Okay.
So we set out here, so it's really going to catch just the very front of this.
Right.
Quite a lot
caravan.
larger than what I thought it would be. Which is
Yeah.
It's also not to scale.
It's almost to scale. It's a little bit too big.
Or is
Okay.
is the road not to scale?
The,
It's
maybe
more the road.
maybe the road is actually a bit wider. You can see the grass here. Yeah. Along and possibly scratching the sides of this
Alright.
beautiful wooden cart. Though it
So
doesn't look scratched at all.
So he casts the silence onto the raven, and
Yep.
then
The raven sits on your shoulder for the moment.
Yep.
And what do you say?
Actually, no. The raven will
message?
fly with you guys because I'm not going to go up the front with you.
Okay. All right. Can we move through the wall here?
Yep.
Is there a?
So you're going to slowly move closer.
Yeah.
While these guys are beating this animal to get it to struggle up the bank and into the trees and crashing sort of through. This guy's behind it.
So, I think.
You're silenced.
Yeah.
So you're
I'd also like to make the silent. I'd like to make a still image of the forest as a layer, so that it looks like they won't know it's there until they pass through that illusion straight into them.
You and Hermione Granger. It's great. So where's this image?
It's just in front of me
It's
here, so
Leviosa,
I'm just gonna
Leviosa.
I'm gonna attack that guy from behind.
Yeah.
Right there.
Cool. And the silence is on sort of view, is it, or something?
Yeah, it's
John?
on. It's
Well,
on
it's
the.
going to fly with the group.
Yeah.
So I won't be going with the group
So who's it on?
as much. It's on a raven flying with them.
Ah, cool. Okay, excellent. Over the top of
And he's here, so the lion. So they're all behind the lion.
Yeah.
And we're preparing for this guy here.
Yeah. I think we're gonna stick with the
So it's
same.
going to land on.
Maybe
the,
it'll land on the cart and strike the front of it and fall off down or something.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I start climbing the tree quietly,
Nice.
so that I can just like
Ride it.
just
That's pretty
Right
get
cool.
on
into the
branch
ground.
and just
That's
because
pretty cool.
I'm not a light guy.
You're in stone armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I start climbing the tree, and I'm
That's
really
cool.
good at climb.
Excellent.
Okay.
Action music.
Roll for initiative.
Do we get a?
Yeah, we'll give
surprise?
surprise round after that as well. Let's get ourselves an initiative order. Oh man.
I rolled badly. I got 13.
Oh,
No,
look
12.
at
12.
I got 6.
21.
10. Right, so 21 is Hasim first.
Hasim.
Zengar is last at 6. The monsters, or whatever the other baddies,
I'm at 12.
12. You're above them.
Kobold.
Kobold.
Maybe are the soldiers with me?
Awesome. The soldiers. Yeah, let's say the soldiers are with you.
And then these soldiers are with Derek.
Yeah.
So group 1, group 2.
Excellent. Good.
2 attacks, one with each sword.
So you're just going to basically lay into this guy.
Yeah. Do I get a flat-footed?
So you're using 2 weapon fighting, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, excellent. Good. And you know how to do that?
You certainly get
Flat-footed.
flat-footed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's holding a horse, and his weapons aren't even out yet. He hasn't
So,
drawn.
and I get +2
Flat-footed.
because he's got orcish blood.
12. Yes, wow, you're not going to miss him.
All right. So I got.
Starts flying through this image. Fantastic. AC 12.
Yeah. So I hit him twice. And
Looks like the swords come through the woods.
No, that's
8 and 5, 13.
13, yeah. So he's just like, "Yeah!" You bury both his weapons into his hulking shoulders.
All right.
He's just about to strike the back of this large magical beast. You come flying out. You know, he's big, so you're in the air somewhat on his back with your 2 weapons.
All right.
That brings up Korbor.
Is there a leader?
It was this guy here who gave the instructions for everyone to get their asses into gear and what to do.
He has the
I'm going
most.
to move forward a little bit. So I'm keeping to the thing, but I want to... can I see him through all the undergrowth?
Well, the whole idea is that your invisibility wall was what was protecting him.
I don't think you can see him because you put up a wall and everything. It's
Okay, I'm going to fly up into the trees, so I'll be up here somewhere in the tops of the trees.
Oh,
That'll be me.
dude.
So I'll put me
That's
here,
cool.
but on my side, so you know
Excellent.
where I
Yeah.
am.
Good. I just love that your hair lifts up with you.
Yeah.
So
Can
excellent.
your hair grab onto the branches and pull you
No,
up?
I don't
Not
have,
yet.
I haven't
Oh.
chosen
But
that.
that's the way we're heading, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Heading?
Uh,
Oh, that's much.
so then it's
Well done.
all them.
They don't get a turn because this is a surprise round.
That was the surprise round. That's right. So let's give you the surprise round as well. So you're
Alright.
up in the tree. You
Yep.
swing the tree.
So I climb up the tree and I swing the tree down and land.
Excellent. So this is massive crash. This tree down. Crash as it comes down. Sort of, over here, as we said. Sort of in that whole area there. Let's say it collects this guy, causing 2d6 damage.
It also destroys all the harnessing equipment for the horse, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. So it crashes down on him. This whole tree just looks up. Ah! You, I guess, you're light on the top of the cart, maybe?
Yeah.
This guy struggles back and is knocked prone into the bushes, just to barely avoid managing to get crushed by it.
With a spear
Excellent.
guy right next to him.
That's great. Okay, so now it's the beginning of initiative.
All right. I say,
Nice.
Also, are they gonna
Damn!
Are they gonna be flat-footed because they can't scream or yell?
It'll still be flat-footed until their turn comes up. So
Really?
Hasim
They
and
also
Kobo.
probably don't know. Like some of them would have their backs turned
Yeah.
and wouldn't even know that
Yeah,
somebody's attacking. So,
that's right.
So, like, this
So
guy may
these
not
two,
hear this
these
guy.
two, that's right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Maybe
obviously-
this guy's seen something but is confused because of
It would
lack
be
of
one of the
noise.
trippiest things to suddenly lose your hearing.
yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the first kind of off-putting thing. Like,
Yeah.
They're just
What's
like,
going on?
and then one of them's like,
yeah,
and then the other one's,
Yeah.
and you hear, you wouldn't have heard the tree.
yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack that guy
So
twice.
Hasim is the top. Yeah, the guy you're on. It's just like.
Oh.
Still only
Uh,
AC 12
No.
and favoured. You're definitely going to hit him.
So it's +6,
7,
+8. So that's 10. I don't think I hit him with the 2.
What's he
Okay, so just
flat-footed
the other
though?
one. Yeah,
Just
he's
the other
already,
one.
yeah, only 12.
So 7 points of damage.
So you, describe his demise.
Oh, he dies?
You got your 2 swords in, yeah.
Yeah. So one sword kind of clatters off the armor, but the other one goes straight through a chink and
more
kills
like-
him.
Yeah, they're right. That's right. This weird sound of. He's back down, and maybe give me acrobatics check to see if you fall. DC 12. Yeah,
Yes.
so you land easily on your feet over here.
Can I leap onto the back of the beast?
Well, that's quite a nice number. So yes, you leap onto the back of the beast, and you're just looking down at this guy who's like,
Have they drawn their weapons yet? Because they were pushing the beast, remember?
yeah, no, that's nice.
No
nice,
one's turns
nice.
happened yet, yeah.
So they haven't
Okay.
even drawn their weapons.
So Corbo, your turn.
I'm going to cast. What's it called? Sorry, I'm going to cast Lock Gaze on the leader, so he can only look at me. So it's a.
This guy here. So you fly up. He's like, sees you, looks at you. Yeah. And what
hair
happens?
everywhere, and so he has to make a saving throw DC 15 will.
Nice. Number 2.
He can only look at me.
Whoa,
He can't
that's
look at anybody else. So he can still attack and everything, but he can only look at me.
that's awful. Oh, that's great. So he's
Oh, weird
So
as that.
grants concealment.
he stumbles back and back goes into the tree. Wow, cool.
Yeah.
What
so
can break
it counts as concealment for everyone else attacking him. So I
Fantastic.
don't know if that's like a bonus or
Yeah,
something.
+4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're in the air. You're like way out of reach of weapons. You've fallen on the wrong side there. Who's that?
That's,
Oh, that's you. That's you. You fall on that side of it. Excellent.
he's actually on top of
I'm
it.
on top of the.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
the
won't
top of the
balance.
compass. That's right. Yep, okay, excellent. You've felled the tree. These guys go rushing forward.
Yep. And he's under the tree at the moment.
He's under the tree.
So they're just going to poke him.
leap up on the tree and try and step down.
Yep.
Oh, 20!
20 and a 16.
So they both just dispatch him with the greatest of ease. It's crunching of bones, of chests. Where are all the guys? Oh, that guy's prone. So this person attacks.
He's going to stab at him.
Oh, so yeah, that was T-Bar, who was running next to his boss in great glee.
Oh!
19.
Hey, what weapons does he have?
What weapon do they have?
What's his critical?
Yeah, that's right. I'll find it out. I've got actually
Probably
the top
just
of
be a
stats.
20.
The City Watch.
+5. Yeah, so no, just a 20. 1d10 plus a 10 hit points damage.
Oh.
Wow. It's a massacre!
Just like he stumbles back, falls down. He's just like and stabs this big long halberd into him. You know, with advantage from above. Fantastic. Right, this guy is really confused about what the heck is happening and hasn't noticed.
He hasn't noticed yet.
Well, he is noticing right now. I guess he pulls.
Oh, he saw this
yeah,
guy.
that's right,
jump
he
off
You
sees
do like an intellect check or something.
Yeah. He pulls his weapon out,
What did you roll?
backs
One.
off, and
He
falls
rolled.
down into the tree.
Oh my gosh.
Because he didn't hear it fall, it would have been branches all behind him.
So the guy can act normally, it's just that he can only look at you, is that right?
He can. He's just finds it really difficult to do anything.
Because he
Yeah.
can't see what
Like,
he's
you know what I mean?
doing.
But yes, that's exactly right. He can still do everything he wants to do. He just has to keep looking at me the entire time.
So he's backed up against this log, enthralled in you. You can see him desperately trying to sort of...
He can actually try and look away, but
Yeah.
he's blinded for one round if he does so. So it's hard for him to do. Like he's like has to consciously make an effort to do it.
Yeah,
And
so at the
then-
moment he's still sort of focused on you, like hardly aware of him that he's sort of actually stuck on you.
Maybe.
You see him, he pulls his bow from off his shoulder.
Yep.
And then fumbles for an arrow again and tries to knock it a couple of times and then eventually knocks it and starts to pull back.
Mm-hmm.
Does that guy try and get up?
Yeah, he's going to try and attack him from the ground. You can do it minus 4.
Ooh.
20!
Oh.
Oh! Ow.
Oh, wow.
Right.
That's not Tebow, is it?
It's not Tebow.
No,
Tebow's over here.
there, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he sort of flails his weapon, this crude sort of club flail, a mace thing at him, and sort of collects him in the knees, and he dances back as it glances off his armor. Yep. And that kind of just about does it for them. These guys run in towards what's going on here through the really, really thick foliage. Excellent. Zengar.
Cool. Here's my moment of triumph. Now, do I grab the thing as I jump down?
Grab the witch.
There's cloth on top, right?
No, it was a black painted wooden
Okay, cool.
carriage with mixtures of gloss black paint with matte patterns painted into it.
I jump off.
And this guy's just fallen over, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I jump off, land there, and I go towards this guy with the bow.
So this guy's actually fully alive.
Yeah, he's just prone.
Okay, cool. I'll just jump down on top of him.
Try and punch him in the head.
And no, got my bar stool.
Oh, you got your bar stool still.
You bastard.
Run, sling your bar stool.
No, he's just...
Oh yeah, I get the shield. No, I get the shield, and I just do body slam off the side.
Oh, so you can imagine the camera shot of him sort of looking up, and you
He
just
notices.
No, like this.
like falls down, boom, falls down. Yeah, looks up.
It's still on my arm, and I'm just like silently.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh,
No, it goes down at all. We can't even
We'll have to
word on
imagine the
screen.
squelch. That's right.
So he's not. He's flat. He's not only flat-footed. He's like.
yeah, he's prone as well, so he's at a disadvantage. Yep. So say AC 10. You're charging from the skies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Easy.
That'll
Good.
do it. What damage is that?
Well, so great club, whatever your great club says.
Yeah, great club. Yep.
It's a pretty great club.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7. So yeah, so you smack into him as he just sort of desperately tries to rise up as you come crashing down into him with this shield which glances off his
He's prone
chest
as well,
plate
isn't he?
and then slips off and sort of chunks a whole great chunk out of his shoulder. And he
Damn
goes
right
to
he does.
scream, but all you see is warm breath. Excellent.
That's really gross.
That's great. Hasim.
That's him. All right. From on top of the beast,
Yes.
I want to leap off and bury 2 sword
Yeah.
things into that guy.
That'll distract.
Are we gonna kill him? Or
So
we
he's looking up at you,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna.
He's trying to get his bow ready too.
So the 15 will hit. The 4.
Good.
He's
I think
flat-footed,
it
isn't
will
he?
actually.
So
That'll-
AC 14.
14.
Plus, does he get a height bonus?
Yeah,
He's
he's
also
also
And also,
him
he's
with a plus 2
up.
to
Right,
hold.
for concealment, so he's flat-footed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so they both hit.
Ah!
oh, so close.
So that's 8 and another 8. That's 16 points of damage to him.
You feel like it would have been enough to fell one of his compatriots, but he looks like a nasty piece of work. But your blades are buried deep in each shoulder.
Right.
Ow!
So I'd like to kind of end up...
Yeah, standing on the log pretty much. Yep. That's
Yeah.
fine. Corbo.
Cool. I really want to reduce person to one of these people and shrink them down.
This?
Well, it doesn't serve any purpose to reduce that down.
Should we?
What
we
to do?
Because the thing is, do we want to like free this creature? Because we want to make the soldiers have losses as well. Because if the soldiers don't have losses, it makes it hard for us to attack them. If that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
What do you want to say again?
Well, there's no soldiers dying. We need soldiers to.
Our soldiers.
Yeah, he wants our soldiers to die, or their ranks to be thinned.
Because if you want to release this beast, they're not going to want that.
I don't. You definitely didn't discuss this. So
No, let's not worry about it yet.
I'm metagaming, Ben.
You are.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I think I'll just No, I think I'll just stay where I am. I'm going to delay my action.
Okay, good. You can jump in at any point.
My guy's almost dead.
I'm doing all the things that I need to do.
Yeah,
That's right.
So
This guy grabs. Is barely able to maintain eye contact. Reaches down for his dagger.
drops his bow.
Yeah, drops his bow. Just draws his dagger in a single swipe and swipes up behind him at some sort of huge disadvantage.
Oh, at me?
At you.
Yeah, it's not going to hit you. Don't worry.
Yeah, so 15.
No.
He puts his hand straight up and tries to grab you your crotch.
Like you've got a stone crotch, hey?
Don't worry, my C&D's not very good on my crotch because it's
12. So yeah, so nothing. There's sort of this flailing of branches and limbs as you kick away his hands as they grab for your thighs and testicles.
That's very graphic.
A testicle grab.
Yeah.
I saw a
This
testicle
guy
grab.
rolls over and tries to take down the guy who's over the top of him.
Nope.
Oh,
wow.
Their day was going badly. And then it went significantly worse.
Is the creature going to run? I can't hear
It
anything.
can't. Yeah, it has no idea what's going
Oh,
on.
but no, you jumped on its back.
I did.
That's kind of enough to give it a big burst. So it crashes off into the bush over this way a bit, but it's very, very thick.
The bush or the beast?
Or the beast.
Ah, nice. It's very thick either way. You've kind of got the day already, don't you?
Almost.
So these guys rush forward. He's going to stab him. Oh.
No, he's not.
It stabs you.
So it's like dagger up that way. He's coming forward with his sword and he swings it down and just parries it as it comes towards him.
Yeah, the mud's just.
Yeah, as he sinks a bit further into the mud. This guard run. Oh, they can run directly forward at him.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
These guys are awesome. What about the captain?
The captain sort of breaks through the trees,
Broken
crashing
tree.
through, lifts his great sword above his head, and swings it down.
Oh,
That
little
will
bit
be
better.
enough.
Flat-footed?
Do. Yeah, easy. Right.
oh, look at the watch captain.
Yeah, he's pretty bad, isn't he? So the fallen guy is home. That's fine. Oh, that's enough to kill him. So yeah, so he's grabbing for you and just stops while you look there down there with your bar still planted firmly. Oh no, your shield was planted,
Yeah.
embedded in his shoulder.
Can I just yell out at this moment? Surrender!
Surrender. That's right. You do. You yell out surrender.
With
Punctuated by a
How do you say it?
a thunderclap. Oh yeah, that's right. How long does it last?
Oh, probably not long, like a minute maybe.
So well
Oh,
enough
this-
for a battle.
Yeah.
I can turn it off. It's not needed any longer.
Yeah.
So I'll just switch it off.
So you actually go.
Ender!
As I hold up,
Fantastic.
I go like this. I hold my bar stool by one of the legs and just go, surrender.
So the guards quickly
The bar stool of
surround. Maybe you crouch down with your dagger at his neck.
Yep.
Everyone's like pointing
the-
their swords at him.
I kick
comes
his
up.
I kick his knees out from under him and put him to.
Ah!
Yeah.
He falls down with his face in the mud.
This guy's still alive, but he kind of gets drawn over here as well.
Is he like? Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Okay. I'll just give that one more blow. Yeah. So there's this struggle, this tussle. Maybe you want to leap over and help him, or you leap.
I'll leap over
yeah,
there.
You
and
walk
grab
over there
him,
and
yeah.
pick him up. There's this sort of dreadful. You dash the weapon out of his hand, and you back them back up against the log.
Yeah. I'm going to stand on the log behind him.
Oh. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
Probably perfect.
I'm glad it actually worked, because all these things that we put in place.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Nice one.
The tree
Oh.
falling down and everything.
This thing here, are we going to...
Yeah, we can.
One of the
yeah.
soldiers...
We'll calm it
Straighten
down.
One of the
A
soldiers.
couple of the soldiers head off to try.
Wait, no. I can. I've
Oh,
got.
animal.
Oh, yeah,
I've
you're
got-
a
Oh
ranger.
yeah,
handler?
you just walk off and
You're a ranger.
A wanger.
Hey, a wanger. The wanger's got the
So
whammy hobble.
You're a
Wild
ranger.
empathy?
So it's sort of trying.
Oh,
No, it hit the model. Doesn't count.
What is it? I don't actually know what I'm rolling against.
I think whatever you rolled against, I think you failed.
Yeah.
But you've got
Oh,
unlimited
okay.
time, so you
So
can keep
tell me
rolling.
what happens that causes it ultimately to barrel off into the jungle or down the path, and you completely lose track of it. What do you do?
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
Oh.
What have you done?
No, there's not much chance of getting it back. I don't
Actually,
think.
it might be a good thing.
So you walk over
No,
this
come
beast.
back. I'll never be able
Oh.
to track it. I wish there was a ranger around.
Yeah, so you run this. How about that? You actually run this beast off.
I'm going to send my raven to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The emotion you get is slightly annoyed.
The
the
rain
raven.
again.
Excellent.
Okay.
Should we take a little break at there?
No, let's keep going. The show's never stopped.
Now.
Hey.
So we have a little bit more, obviously,
little bit
to
more?
resolve this situation, because we decided that we wanted to let some time pass between different events, the different sessions. So we can't be stopping on cliffhangers.
No,
Alright.
no,
No.
Otherwise, you do 5-year cliffhangers. That's an awful long cliffhanger
That's
for
right.
us to stand out in the
I'm
war.
not expecting 5 years to pass, but a little bit of time.
Like a week.
4 years.
We shall see.
All right. So we round up these guys.
You did. It's like, my day has got worse. Leave me be.
Can I just go to the captain and say, get your men to get the beast. Send some men.
Oh, that's nice. He's like, quick.
Do we say?
3 people?
Yeah, okay. He
Roll
thinks-
a
he-
d4.
he
How many
think-
people does he
He
send?
thinks that's a great idea. He sends these 3 guys off to get the beast, and they sort of, what? Go and get the beast. Bring it back here. How are we meant to use it? We'll move this cart back to town without their help.
You could pull it, I guess.
And they sort of go, oh gosh, and goes trudging off down the path.
Stepping on all the caltrops as we go.
Were there contraps there?
Yeah.
We
Oh, okay, they go around the edges.
We'll gather them.
And they
I'll
disappear.
gather my caltrops. Yeah. I put a black feather in mine just so I can tell you.
Cool.
All right. I bind the wrists of the 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I want to investigate the thing. Is there any holes in the thing for air?
Do you know what you should do? Get a single dread and
The
tie it
cockatrice.
around their arm, and they can't.
Dude, what am I going to do? Say again.
Get a single dread and put it around their arms very lightly and do a soft knot, and they just can't undo it. It's kind of like
What's that?
Magical.
Your hair.
Your hair is magical, apparently.
Is it?
I thought that'd be cool.
It'd be great if I had the ability to do that. I don't have prehensile hair yet.
But you just tell Ben, and Ben will make it
I have
happen.
manacles. I could manacle someone manually.
You have manacles?
Yeah, like
John doesn't muck around with this stuff. Like he knows all
There's
the
certain things that you need in a game: grappling hooks,
bags.
manacles,
Yeah, that's right.
caltrops.
10-foot poles.
Yeah. Is there any air holes for the
So you head off over here.
cockatrice or banshee or whatever creature is going to be in there that is trying to be concealed because it'll kill us with a look. Gorgon. Medusas.
Are there any holes?
There would.
Whilst he's doing that, I'm
You bind them.
I'm binding them, but I'm also kind of making a show of it, and I'm kind of roughing his hair and
Do you want
making
do you want my manacles?
no. I got
They're really good.
I got right.
They're pink.
I got
Are they fluffy?
pink.
Yeah, can I smell anything
Ooh.
coming from it, like manure?
Or magic?
Well, I've already detected magic.
The box is magical.
Yeah.
But are the hinges?
I don't think there are any holes.
What's in the box?
Is there any
What's
scent
in
of
the
smell
box?
coming from it? Like bird poo?
No.
Troll dung?
No.
What about apples?
Not apple.
I knock on the side of it.
Oh, that's nice.
I knock rhythmically, like.
You
Do
hear
I
that?
get? Does that come back?
Will you give me a fortitude save?
No, because I have like 1 for it, a 0. 0 to 8.
08. Okay.
So 8.
You have a coughing fit.
I think, hang on. Yeah, 9, but yeah.
A
doesn't
9.
matter.
You have a terrible coughing fit.
Yep.
And take 5 hit points of
Whoa, I'm
non-lethal
almost dead,
damage.
by the way.
Non-lethal.
Just by the way, lots of blue liquid comes out of your lungs. You go and see what's wrong with him. He's collapsed. He was just investigating the thing, but then he started coughing again.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast moderate healing on myself.
Good. That's
Does
cool.
it help?
You can do that. Yeah, it'll heal it. You also feel like a head spinning.
Quick question. The log landed on this and then fell down. Is there any damage or any areas that we can look
No,
at
it looks kind of like it's resisted the damage pretty easily.
How did the wheels go?
It's pushed down into the mud.
It's going to be a hell of a time getting it out.
So these guys are bound
Yep.
Yeah.
and trussed off to the side,
All right.
guarded by one of the guards.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess it's time to go get the animal.
Yeah.
So, my raven knows where it is.
No, we don't need the animal.
Well,
Let's go.
There's huge tracks.
The
on
guys
the
are
side.
going to get it.
Yeah, the guys are going to
they?
get it.
Oh, okay.
But are we?
I love that you're a ranger and you just can't go get it. It's like your job. This is your thing. Is tracking animals.
So he's like, well, man, you have abilities in the wild. Perhaps you should go and rescue this beast.
All right,
so we
I'll
can-
go off and get them.
But shouldn't you, before you go, shouldn't you check this beast, make sure it's alive and well in the
It
cage?
comes back.
So you're also on the ground,
Jesus,
doubled
Rico.
over.
Actually, no, second thought, you should go for the other thing.
But this one here, why not check it before you go?
What are we going to do, man?
Can we open the cage to check on the?
Make
see
sure
how-
it's
see
not
if
a,
it's still alive.
make sure it's not a fake. You would hate to go back and have your boy see you fail.
It might escape if we open the cage. Sense motive.
Yep.
24.
You sort of seem keen enough with that prospect, just between you and me.
He seemed keen with that. Oh. Well then, let's give it that opportunity.
Are you guys monitoring this situation or anything?
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, I'm there coughing.
Yeah.
And healing myself and then coughing.
You come round the back.
Uh-huh.
I really hope that this little thing opens up then. Does the chest open?
It does, and the
Oh,
creature's
I'm so happy.
Can I ask one question to the guy? It's like, is it the boy who wants this beast?
What? What do you mean? Wants what?
He is the one wanting this beast, correct?
We are returning the beast to town where it belongs.
To him?
But first, we'll check to make sure it's all right.
To him? To him?
Sorry, what? Silence? What? Oh, you're breaking up. Oh, time to open it.
Look, if you're not prepared to help in this task, you can.
I'm gonna. Can I mental message thing? Go. What is the plan here? What are you hoping to rescue this creature?
I want to find out what this thing is, and make a plan from there.
Okay, I'm gonna step back into the forest a little.
Uh-huh.
But I want to be able to see. I want to have line of sight for when it opens. Fail.
Cool.
Opening a random monster thing just in case.
So he reveals this, takes out this stone from inside his pocket,
Oh.
and he holds it up.
Hang on, sense motive on that.
Yeah, you think he's opening it up?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Dun, dun, dun.
the top of the
Here we go.
the top of the cart
Hang on,
actually
hang on,
sort of opens up.
What do you guys think it is? Quick bet.
Chocolate.
Angel.
I'm going gold dragon.
Gold.
Like a baby gold dragon.
It's a pretty cool mini. It flops open, and this beautiful, brilliant creature, this snake serpent creature, comes hurtling out of the top of it.
Wow.
John was the closest with chocolate.
Is it not Noctena?
Oh, no,
It's,
Angel.
Coatl?
Yeah,
Coatl,
Coatl. It rises into the air, screeches, and you all sort of stagger back with the cry of this beast as it rises up.
Hands me, by the way.
It swings in the air. Oh,
Nope.
yeah, easy hit.
Oh dear.
10.
You're good at calming beasts, aren't you? That's your thing.
That's
my
your
thing,
thing,
That's
yeah.
what you do. So maybe you should do your job now.
I don't know
There's
how.
this cry from T-Bar as its big venomous fangs dip into his neck. Its coils wrap around him. It lifts up in the air heavily on wings, lifts up higher and higher and higher into the air, and then just in a poof, it sort of dissolves into gas. And the last thing you see is T-Bar falling out of the sky on top of here.
Oh, can I catch him? I've got improved catch.
You go struggling up onto the cart in a desperation to reach T-Bar. Excellent. Give me a check.
I don't have improved catch. That's not a real.
I lied.
He's falling down.
6 with strength +3. That's 9 strength plus a climb +8. I climbed up there quickly. I used my
How many hit points did
perception.
you have? Oh, he had 18 hit points, so he's only on 10. So you both take 2d6 damage from the fall.
Oh,
Oh, another 5. Oh, I think you've saved him. There's this crash as he lands on top of you in the bottom of the cart.
I catch him with a bar stool, so when he lands, he's seated on it.
No. Oh, give me a fortitude save for the
I should
for
have
the
shrunk him
disease.
down so he turned into a tiny
DC
little man.
15.
Uh,
60 fails. You have another horrendous coughing fit and take 6 hit points damage of.
oh.
So 11 damage.
So he comes landing on top of Zengar. It's a sort of crunch, it's sort of a crack as Zengar's shoulder sort of pops out of its proper position.
Oh god.
There's this moment where he's lying and then just cough and blue liquid dribbles down the side of your mouth as this gaseous cloud floats off into the sky. And Erin just stands there looking up and says, "Well, that didn't go as badly as I thought it might." And we'll cut.
Nicely done.
Okay, now tell me all
well
your
done,
secrets.
man.
Why am I sick?
Why you're sick, you'll have to continue the adventure to find out why you're sick and what's wrong with you.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yay.
Please
Thank
like,
you so much.
subscribe, and comments.
Oh, the secret word is
Flying snakes.
flying snakes.
If you've seen the end of the video, write flying snakes in the comments.
Bye.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye.